Hello, hello, and welcome, welcome, everyone. I am your host and one of the producers of the LizyT show. How are you doing this beautiful, gorgeous, hot summer day here in Toronto, Canada, and also in Georgia because our guest is from Georgia, which we spoke behind the scene. He's been here in Toronto, Canada, and many other places that I had no idea people liked places that are a little bit remote. But to each his own. He's a comedian, so he has to do that. He's traveled quite a bit all over the world, and obviously visit our beautiful country here. So I'm very excited to bring him on and to share with you his life, his book, and many other surprises. We're supposed to have two guests today, but uh, I'm pretty sure he will make up to the missing partner here. So if you're watching today, remember we are all over social media. We have places like Instagram, Facebook, obviously my YouTube channel, which is LizyPodcast.com, my website, and many other places. So I can't name all them because there's so many of them. So I'm very excited to be able to share with you incredible, incredible opportunities. If you would like to be here on the show, please do not hesitate. Connect with us, LizyPodcast.com, where I have more information how to get on the show. If we are a great fit for each other, wonderful. If we don't, just pass by and we'll connect another time. So, without further ado, I wanted to make sure that I have a little bit of background so you have an idea who the guest is. His name is Philly. He's an actor and a stage screen as well, a seasoned stand up comedian with a diverse background in television and film. He's also a podcaster. Was watching some of his incredible, funniest stuff and commercial projects, and he brings a wealth of experience and a unique perspective to every role he undertakes. A very funny guy. He performs and has captive audiences um, across various mediums, showcases and diversity and dedication to the craft of acting. And in addition of his acting career, Philly has a headlining comedian who has performed throughout the United States, Canada, as we mentioned, and other parts of the world, as we mentioned. As well, as I mentioned, he has a podcast and he's now an author and so much more. But I don't want to waste his time and yours. So I would say we should just bring him to the stage.
Hello.
Hello. What's up?
Am I
Hello,
live?
hello.
Am I here? Am I up in my old home of Canada?
Your
Oh,
old
Canada.
Wow, I'm impressed. This is the first time in history that I've had somebody actually know the words of our national
I,
anthem.
I, I know three words, and I stick with what I know. And it
Well,
was
that's
syllables too. It was syllables. It was oh, Canada. That's it. Keep it
well,
simple.
that is pretty simple, right? It's much better than oh, say, can you see? And that's all I
Yes,
know. That's all I know. That's all I know. This
that's
is
how you
going to
do
be
it.
an interesting, fun show. I can just tell. So, Philly, comedian. I mean, why? And a lot of us parents want our kids to be doctors and engineers and even firefighters and all that good stuff. But why comedian? What happened? Did you see somebody unbelievably funny? Oh, you were just a funny guy from the start, and you think, that's my cup of tea. That's who I should be, and so let's go with it. I love to find out your background.
Okay, so many answers to that one question. First of all, my partner in crime, Angee Costa's not here because she's not feeling well. And so I got to mention her because she's a part of me being a stand-up comic, and I'll get into that in a second. I just grew up around laughter, and my mom was funny, my dad was funny, my grandparents, everybody's funny. And I remember watching my grandfather watch a TV show called All in the Family with the late Carol O'Connor and Gene Stapleton. And he would laugh so hard, he would just cry. Right. I think it came on Saturdays. For some reason, I think it was Saturdays, whatever. But watching him and just being around humor all my life. And then when Angee and I met and her brother, we just sit around and just talk trash and just laugh and crack on each other. And it was just, that's all. So I did an open mic and I was cursed to be good to open mic. And the reason why I say I was cursed, I was like, this is nothing. And then I didn't get another laugh for a long time. And then I just kept pursuing it. And here we are. And I'm back on TV in Canada. I mean,
Wow. Here you are back on TV on camera. That is absolutely. So how old were you? I mean, you look a very young, 40-ish right now. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, but how old were you when you decided, I got some laugh. This is addictive. I mean, I was reading the biography from Robin Williams, and he said that every time somebody laughed at his joke, he thought, this is so addictive. Like, if I could do a joke and people can actually laugh about what I say, I could keep going. How was your, like, how old were you when you realized that, this is those laughs are very addictive?
I've been on stage since I was 15.
Wow.
And yeah, and I didn't know what I was doing for at least 10 years, at least. I was just going off of energy and stuff like that. So, and then, as you go along, you learn how to craft a joke, what crowd can take what joke, um, how to recover during the show if it goes to the left a little bit. So it's all, and I don't know it all, and you never know it all,
No.
you know. I learned from the older comics, and my people said, "What's your style?" And I don't really have a style because the comics that
Mhm.
I grew up enjoying, they didn't really have a style. They were just blah. They were just there. They were like a gumbo. So that's why I tell people I'm like a gumbo. You put a little bit of this person in, put a little bit of that person in, season it with this person, and
And your own style as well. So there you go. That's Philly right there. Out of all the people that are big names out there that are big in comedy, who do you look after or who you desire? I wouldn't say be like, but have that same attractiveness of people just wanting to not stop listening and laugh with you.
um. So who people I like today is probably Chris Rock and uh oh, the guy with the red hair. I met him. Oh, Bill Burr.
Okay.
Yeah, those
How
are the
about our
guys.
very own Canadian Russell Peters?
Russell Peters. I think I met Russell Peters when I was working in
Wow.
Yuck Yucks, but he wasn't like Russell Peters yet. But
He was starting
yeah,
to be Russell Peter.
yeah. I remember I met him. It might have been him and Paul Ravenza, or something like that at the Yuck Yucks. But and let me tell you how Canada helped me, um, help get me where I am. And I think about Canada all the time. It's a true
Wow.
story. True story.
Okay.
So I'm headlining the Yuck Yucks, and I think it's on um, Richmond, right? Was it Richmond downtown?
Downtown Richmond. Yes, Richmond Street. That's right. Or yeah.
Richmond Street. Okay. So I'm the headliner. As the headliner, you got to be better than everybody, right? Or get the same amount of laughs or whatever. So in Canada, they have the host. The host goes up, pow, 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 home runs, right? And the host brings up the opener, pow, 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 home runs, right? And then there's a guest set. And then there's another guest set. And then there's another guest set. All these people, home runs, pow, pow, pow. Dirty as you know what, but they're killing. Okay. And then there's the feature. Pow, wow, home run. Then there's another guest set, and then there's yours truly. So I gotta hit
Oh,
home
wow.
runs
How do you match all
further than
that?
all these guys.
Uh-huh.
So that was a learning experience, but it made me better because it made me stay focused. And
Keeps on
I
your
did it.
toes.
Yeah, I did it, but it was good training. There was some excellent comics up there in Canada.
So how do they do it in the States? I'm curious now.
In the States, it's pretty much a host, feature, headliner, host, guest set, feature, headliner. But in certain clubs that I play, that I've played in parts of the country, but in Canada, whoo, them guys are coming for you.
Well, that's something that I didn't know before. I've actually never gone to the States and watched a comedy show. I do a lot that here in Canada. The names that you mentioned, obviously, Yak Yaks and many others. And it's love. If you want to laugh, if you want to have a good time, definitely, I recommend that to everybody, even people that are watching right now. If you want to enjoy it, if you want to check Philly out, please do. So, Philly, let's talk about now that this is your life. You're a comedian, you're an actor, you do commercials, you where the podcast came about. How did that came about? I
So
mean,
the
everybody's
podcast.
doing podcasts, obviously. I mean, I don't know anybody. I mean, I see little old ladies doing with their camera. I'm like, I've been doing this for 10 years and it took me forever. So how about you?
Well, this is where Angee comes in. Angee and we used to sit on the steps with her brother and a bunch of friends and just talk trash. So our first podcast was called On the Steps, and it was a hit. And then we changed it to Let Me Stop You There, and that's pretty much. It was just the up to date replica of what we did growing up, just sitting on the steps talking trash. That's pretty much it. And we tried to put some topics in and blah blah blah, and it really just talking trash. Like when we got together earlier this year for a wedding and we went back to the Airbnb, we sat around and just talked trash. That's all we do. And I had the best childhood ever. Maybe that's why I've struggled so much as an adult, because my childhood was so
It was
great.
too good. It is
It
too
was too
good.
good. It was too good. I mean, the neighbors and the people, we didn't thank God we didn't have social media back then, because we were just social, you know. Funny story, we used to stay out so late at night that the neighbors who loved us would call the cops on us. The cops would come by and say, "Hey, all right, guys, break it up. People are complaining, break it up." We go in the house, see them the next day. They go, "Baby, y'all was too loud. We had to call the cops on y'all to get y'all to go in the house. But I love you.
Oh,
I'm making some pie later. Come get some pie."
that's crazy. The episodes that you guys run, you and Angee, is called "Let Me Stop You Right There" podcast.
Let me stop you there.
Some of
Yeah.
yeah, some of those shows are just incredible. I was just laughing my head off right before we got to connect, and like you have about 1,500 subscribers, and some of those. Views are like 100 some of them are even more than that, 80, 100 views. That's incredible. I mean, did you figure that was going to happen at all?
No, yeah. So the honest answer is the podcast is probably going to come back after the success of this book. But this was our problem with the podcast. We did not have anything ignorant. We were not ignorant. We weren't using profanity. We weren't, saying crazy stuff, using insulting people, or so. Platforms that kind of do that get more eyes,
Of
but
course.
platforms that are bringing a culture up to a better level, platforms that are not degrading or saying anything profane and all, they don't get the eyes, that because it's no drama.
There's no drama, but it's still though. It's still, even though you have not put in that extra wording, if I may call it so, you still pretty rank pretty high and doing
Yeah,
really well.
we
So,
did pretty good. We did pretty good. We're going to probably do better next time out, but
mhm.
we did pretty good. You know, it was it just is what it is. You know, because I'll look at videos on Instagram and I'll see like 11 point whatever thousand or 11 point whatever K, and it's
Yes.
somebody doing something so stupid, and then we'll put out our stuff or whatever, and it just you know, this is a moment in time where mediocrity and buffoonery, it's the time, it's their time. Everybody gets a time. Okay, everybody gets a time. Buffoonery right now is getting its time. Ignorance is getting its time. You know, it's their time. So
It's true.
you just got to sit back and wait for the wave to hit the shore, and then my turn to be next. Our turn to be next.
Absolutely, absolutely. You mentioned your book, so we're gonna talk about that as well,
Gotta
Philly,
talk
because
about the book.
let's talk about the book. Let's talk about the book. So here you are, trying to get gigs, working your butt off, having the podcast. I mean, you're busy. You're busy.
I'm busy at
Um,
trying to. I'm busy at trying to get busier.
you try exactly, and there you are. You and Angie published this really incredible book. It's not just a book, it's a coloring book. I'll show it to you guys in 1 second. So first of all, where do you guys got the inspiration, the idea to do this? Again, not a lot of people do coloring book. I mean, we they do it for children, but this is an adult one. So let's talk about that.
Well, this I have to give Angee all the credit with this one, because her being a author and a publisher, as you know, the way she makes a living. Um, she said we should do a coloring book, and I was like, a coloring book for what? Ain't, no kids coloring book. No, there's this thing called adult coloring books. I was like, what? She said we should put jokes in the coloring book, and it kind of just took off from there. So we would be on the phone and just we come up with a theme, and and then we just write jokes around the theme. And this is our first one. We have like 4 or 5 more coming down the pike. The
Oh,
other ones are
wow.
being done as we speak. And yeah, I forget what the name of the other one's going to be, but all of them going to say, "You thought it, we said it." And the next one is going to have a theme, and that theme is going to be just a bunch of jokes. Like we must have wrote like 70 something jokes, and then we cut it down, and this is just on the phone. And now we're recording our conversations so we could put some of the recordings up on Instagram to stir up interest.
Absolutely. You guys are right on something right here. By the way, everyone, if you are wondering what the book is all about, as you can see, it is right here on the screen. You can get it on Amazon. It's called it You Thought of It. You thought of it. We said it.
Right,
It
you
is a
thought it, we
color.
said it. Yeah.
Exactly. And you can find it on Amazon, as you can see it right here. This is a great, funny book, and is coloring book. And you're absolutely right, Philly. There's a lot of people interested in adult coloring book nowadays. I
I had
didn't
no idea.
realize that is so popular.
I had no idea. My former wife, we were visiting and we were talking. I was telling her about it. She said, "Yeah, I got a adult coloring book." I was like, "You got an adult coloring book? Get out of here!" And so we
I'm pretty sure your ex does not talk like that, but that's how you hear
no,
it.
I'm
I
saying that's
can
what I
get
said when she told me. That's what I said when she told me. I was like, "Get out of here!" So yeah, she showed me hers, and I was like, "Okay, so I guess I'm on to something." So
you
it's been some.
definitely are.
Yeah, so this is what I expect everyone listening to this to get a coloring book. And if you have a senior in your family who likes to, doodle or whatever, this is perfect. There's no profanity. I don't think it's profanity. No, because Andrew would write profanity. We don't have any profanity.
we, we
Uh,
we gotta we gotta get that one straightened up. So is
no,
there
it's no
profanity?
profanity.
Okay,
No
good,
profanity.
good. We're good to go. Okay.
Yeah, there's no profanity. And but see, here's the thing. I don't use profanity in my show, but I'm edgy and PG-13-ish.
Ish.
Okay.
Okay.
But are Canadians as this is what I remember. It's another place I performed in Hamilton, and it was another comedy
Hamilton,
club in
Ontario, Canada.
Hamilton, Ontario, and then there's another place, the Laugh Resort. Was it the Laugh Resort in Canada? I think it's a
Uh,
place called Laugh Resort. I performed there as well, and I had great times. But our Canadian crowds, they're not as touchy about stuff as Americans are right now, are they?
it depends. See, remember Ontario and Canada, it's a totally different world. And even British Columbia, which is on Vancouver. So we get a lot of immigrants. We get, the Filipinos, we get the Latinos, we get the Jamaicans, and so all those amazing mixes in Ontario, in this beautiful province, it makes, the Canada. So I think because there's so much is like your comedy, a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and so people are exposed in their countries to see a lot more. Brazilians, my goodness, they're exposed to see and hear a lot worse than the typical Canadian. Now if you go to the other provinces, more conservative, you're talking Alberta, Manitoba, yeah, things are a little bit downer. But those provinces, because of the multiculturalism that exists in this province, yes, I think there is a lot more. A lot. I don't want to use the wrong word here, but yeah, people are not too touchy about what people say, especially in a comedy show.
Okay. And you're right about Jamaicans. 'Cause I remember I was at the Wadsworth area of Toronto, and I felt like I was
In
in
Barbados.
Jamaica. I felt like I was in Jamaica.
Yeah,
But all right,
yeah.
so here are my two corniest Canadian jokes that I used
Okay,
to
let's
do.
hear it.
All right. But it's kind of a true story. Well, it's definitely a true story. So I was doing a show with my friends Ken and Barbie Pointer. They are a husband and wife magic team, and we did a show in Honey Harbor, Ontario, near Midland, or something like that. And I remember going to Aurelia and Midland, and for some reason we were in Penetanguishene. Am I dropping names or am I dropping names?
You
Okay,
are so dropping names. I
right,
am so impressed with you, Philly.
right.
I've never had anybody on the show who was able to name so many cities about Canada. Like I'm embarrassed. I'm like, which place? Okay, I think I know that, but I have no less than
Yeah.
you. Go
So we were up in Honey Harbor, and I had flown in, and I was there. We were there for a month or whatever, doing some shows, and I noticed that the squirrels were black. I've never seen black squirrels before because here in the States, all of our squirrels are gray. So my opening line was, I'm so happy to be here, and I appreciate y'all painting the squirrels black to make me feel at home. So that line crushed, and then there were a lot of mosquitoes up there, and I mean mosquitoes that will literally shove you. They were huge. And my other line was, all these Canadian mosquitoes, they flying past me going, hey, hey, Molson.
Oh Lord,
Those
that's
jokes are so old. I'm surprised dust didn't come out my mouth just then. But
this is coming out of your mind. Oh, they're good, but they're good. They're still good. Oh, I needed that laugh. Thank you, thank you. I don't want to forget everyone. So if you want to get your copy of the book, I want a big shout out. Just right here is 846publishing.com. If you are also thinking of publishing your own book, perhaps an adult
yeah,
coloring book
you gotta
or
go
any
to
ideas, Angie
846.
gets the credit here, and obviously Philip with the contribution of that. And
But I just want to make this clear. the jokes are written by Angee and myself. It's not like she says she's not funny, but Angee's hilarious. Okay, so let me give you the line growing up that Angee hit me with. I was the recipient of this line. To this day, this line brings down the house when we tell this story. So we were sitting on the steps one day, and we're cracking on each other. And I said something about Angee, and because she had a bunch of cats that got hit by cars or something, I forget. And Angee just sat there real quiet, just real quiet, right? Then finally it was a pause, and she made up a rhyme. She said, I don't care what you say about that, talking about me cracking on her cats. She said, but this is coming from a man whose every girlfriend has been married, dumb, or fat. Everybody just falls out laughing. Angee drops the mic before we even had a mic drop, goes in the house. Because at that time, she got that one. She got that one. But I'm gonna say, I say that as a backdrop. Angee's extremely funny. Her brother's funny. They think I'm the funny one. No, her brother's funny. But that's how we grew up.
That's one of the things about being a comedian, though. It takes the person to actually have the courage and be in front of people, not knowing people are going to laugh. Obviously, you have a big repertoire, and then people do laugh, so you got to go. By the way, everyone, if you want to follow Philly, is right underneath here is Instagram Philly. How do
Philly
you say it?
Plowden, that's right.
Plowden, that's right. And
Plowden.
when are you
Look
coming
for
to
the
Canada
eyeball.
again?
Look for the eyeball on Instagram. Look for the eyeball.
I saw it. It's funny. We were messaging. This is not a word of a lie. We were messaging each other on Instagram, and I see it didn't go somehow directly to my inbox. It went into the private, and I'm thinking, who is this person with an eyeball?
Oh yeah, because
sending me messages.
we're not
I don't think I
connected
want
yet.
to talk to this person.
Yeah, smart move. Yeah, it's so many. Here's the thing. I know nothing about social media. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm pushing buttons. I can start a nuclear war because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just pushing buttons. I'm trying. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know how to tag people. No. To me, I feel like the guy with the rotary phone, and the rest of the world's on social media. I'm like this, and everybody else is just, but hey, it is what it is.
And one of the things that you're probably going to have to get, and by the way, I want to be able to show you this. So thinking that you're not lying. This is him on social media. That's the eyeball
There's the
right
eyeball.
there. So I'm like reading, who is this eyeball messaging me, giving me his phone number. And by the way, guys, I have all the reasons to be worried, because I was stalked a couple of times because of my social media and my podcast. And so
we've all been stalked. We've all been stalked by that one Filipino girl who says she can blow up our social media, and she looks like a 12-year-old in makeup.
Yes, I guess so.
We've all been stalked.
Yes,
I'm like, why they use the picture of a 12-year-old North Korean chick? What is going on here? I don't know.
Who knows? So when are you going to grace us with your presence here in Canada again?
I would love, hint, 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 to come back to Canada to play Yuck Yucks. Here's the thing. I don't know. I don't know if I should even say this, but I'm just telling you how it goes. You figure you go somewhere, you do a good job. At some point, you'll be invited back. Okay, that's just my old school way of thinking. I don't even know if the same regime is at the Yuck Yucks anymore. I don't know, but I had a great time because I was there for a TV show taping, and then they brought me back to headline a couple months later. So I had a great time, but I would love to come back and perform in Toronto and all the Yuck Yucks up in Canada, because I love Canada. Oh, I performed in St. Mary. Is it St. Mary? Is it what's right across from Buffalo?
Niagara Falls. Oh, St.
St.
Catharines.
Catharines.
St. Catharines.
Right. I performed at St. Catharines. Knocked it out the
Wow.
park. Had a only thing, and this is before the world started changing. It was. Let me tell you something about Canadian border people or
Oh,
immigration. Because
let
I
me
used to
tell you
when I
about American border people.
look, I used to do cruise ships, and I would get off in Vancouver. Man, those people are tough. Cause you think of Canadians, you think of everybody's always sweet and say "a" and all that. Look, I don't know what type of
And
train
this,
that is.
don't forget about the sorry every 5 seconds. Sorry, sorry.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. I'm so sorry. Sorry. Like that's true. I forgot about the sorry. But
Oh, sorry. What did you say again? Sorry.
yeah, those Canadian people at the border, oh my God. And they,
There was no
they
sorry
say,
in their mouth, I guess.
right, they said, don't tell them where you're going, just tell you going to the casino. And I said, yeah, I'm going to the casino. Uh-huh. I'm like, oh my God. I am scared. And I was staying in Buffalo and I was going back and forth to St. Catharines. And why did I get the same border officer?
Uh-oh.
Oh my God. Oh my God. But it worked out. But I performed. I love Canada. I even opened for Julio Iglesias over in Niagara Falls, part of Canada.
Wow. So I assume is the fake Julio Iglesias?
No, the real
The
the
real?
dad.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all the
Wow.
girls I've loved before. That guy, yeah.
Wow.
Who
That's
traveled
amazing.
in and out my door. I sing to them the song. And he kissed me. Let me tell you about Julio
Wow.
Iglesias.
Wow.
First time a good friend of mine named Tim Wilkins got me a gig, and I met him in Seattle, and we were in the outdoor pavilion in Seattle. And I go, and he had never met me. I just knew it was Julio Iglesias. And I go up, and I, had a good show. And this guy, he walks up to me and says, "Oh, you did a good job." Mwah, mwah. I was like, "Did Julio just kiss me?" And did I like it? No.
Okay, okay, okay.
What is going on? So it was a good time. I love Canada.
Awesome.
I expect every
I'm
Canadian to buy this book.
Yes, yes. So I want to make sure that you follow him on Instagram. One, and number two, just want to make sure that you also check his book out. It is on Amazon.
Our
And
book, yes.
what's the feedback, Philly, from people that are buying the book, or people that they see you as a funny guy, but not the author. What kind of reviews are you getting?
From people that we know.
Yeah, or even
Uh,
from
yeah, we get
family,
some
friends,
positive
and
reviews.
nice.
Positive reviews. Like people that we know, they better say something positive because I know where they all live.
Or
So,
else,
but no, it's doing well. It's doing well, and it's in the ether of social media. We're posting stuff every day, and it's doing pretty good. So I'm excited about it. And
well,
it's not my book; it's our book. Angee and
that's
I,
right.
co-authored it together, and we're having a good time getting it out there. But this next one coming out, oh my God, this next one, you're gonna have to invite us back for this next one. It's gonna be off the chain.
Absolutely. And don't forget, we got to get some new jokes as well, because I want to be able to laugh. I want my audience to be able to laugh. Good Canadians and good comedy from Georgia. I don't know any jokes from Georgia. You probably know some.
No, Georgia's. I'm not gonna say anything negative about Georgia. It's
Well, let's
Georgia.
all say good thing, positive things.
Yeah, it's Georgia. That's all. Georgia's like right now. Beyonce's in town, and she got downtown tied up like a knot. So this is her last night performance. She was here last Thursday, Friday, off Saturday. Then she did Sunday and tonight. So yeah, Atlanta's popping. Atlanta's popping.
That
For
is
those
good.
for those Canadians don't know what popping is, that means a lot's going on, eh? I'm
I
sorry.
love A, and don't forget the A.
Hey,
One of the things that we Canadians now are a little bit, uh, you know, careful to cross the border because all of the stuff that has been going on. But I hear a lot of people are going and crossing the border and not having any issues. So I don't know, maybe randomly some people are posting on social and telling all the best story, but people that I know, they're going and they're having a good time. So
Okay.
um it's random. It's
It
definitely
is
random.
random.
And same people, same thing for Americans that that they come to Canada and they're saying I don't know what they're talking about. So hopefully things will get better and we can visit our neighbors, our brothers and sisters from the states like we used to, and not having to worry about should I go there or should you come here. So uh,
You know what I also realized about Canadians? Canadians are very proud of their citizens who do well in the United States because they will tell you,
true.
"Oh yeah, Jim, he know he's Canadian." Ryan Reynolds, you know he's Canadian.
Celine Dion, do you know he's
You know
Canadian?
she's Canadian. You know she's Canadian. Mike Myers, Canadian.
Yeah, Peter Resters, Canadian.
Canadian. Martin Short, Canadian.
Justin Bieber, Canadian.
Definitely Canadian. Who just dropped a new album? But yeah. So if you buy Justin's album, you got to buy a comic book. All right, there you go.
That's right. That's right. It's right here over there. I'm hoping that you had a laugh because I'm here dying. And one of the thing is when I laugh and I talk, I get sore throat. So here I am drinking my water. But if you
Okay.
want to have more of Philip, please connect. His Instagram is right here, and don't forget the book. And big shout out and thank you, Angee. Hope you're feeling better, and I want to have you both back with the next book, which is going to be amazing as
It's gonna
well.
be hot. It's gonna be hot.
It is going to be hot. And again, if you are interested in publishing your own book, the website is down here. Angie is an incredible, I've had many of her guests, one more incredible than another, and she's so supportive with the people that she signs up to publish books. So very talented. This She has a gift. So kudos to you and thank you everyone for watching and for being here. Any last word, my friend Philip?
No, you pretty much covered it. We're just wishing Angee well. I'm sure she'll find something to be annoyed about with me in this interview. So I just have to prepare myself for that. Because she's like my baby sister, so she's gonna be
Oh.
annoyed by something. Why you had that on your head? Why did you should have why you ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. So I'm just
You know what? I think you did wonderful. I haven't had a laugh in a show for a very, very long time. Again, very impressed. So many cities here in Ontario. So I'm very, very impressed. And gotta get your book, guys. Gotta get your copy. Gotta get your copy.
yeah.
Um,
Get your
thank you
coloring book.
so thank you. Yeah, gotta get your coloring. That's all I said. And
Yeah.
remember, this is a really good opportunity. A lot of people pack Christmas presents right from July and August, or even birthday parties. And there's a variety of reasons why you should get the book. The price is amazing, and I'm so happy and honored that you're here with us sharing amazing laughs. I needed that. And thank you again, my friend. And we'll talk
Thank
to
you.
you soon.
All right,
Okay.
bye-bye.
Bye bye, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
Bye,
you.
Canada.